You may have arrived at this video for any number of reasons, but I want you to take a second and consider the possibility that what you are experiencing, whether it is depression, anxiety and panic attacks, really low self-esteem and lack of confidence, anger issues, or addictions to any number of things, whether that's to food for comfort or to bigger things like alcohol, drugs, pornography, or gambling, or whether it's just that you're having this stream of thoughts that is going on that is relatively negative, chronic pain in your body, mood swings that are like crazy, constant memories arising from traumatic past injuries, whatever it is, just take a second and consider the possibility that that's an experience your brain is producing to get itself free of how it feels. And when you actually solve the inner problem, all of that goes away. One of the reasons I've seen people continue to struggle with both diagnosed and undiagnosed issues is not that they're dumb, not that they lack the capacity to get over them at all, but that they're trying to take it one piece at a time, and they get so focused on that one piece that they miss the entire person. Every issue we have is the whole of us. And yet somehow we think that if I tweak this one piece, the whole of us will change. Because in our own mind, that's what's happened. If I lift one leg, the whole of me shifts over. But what happens when you put the leg back down? You shift right back. And the same thing with our mental and emotional states. We can willpower ourselves up onto one leg all we want, but eventually the leg gets tired, and then when we set ourselves back down, the old patterns return. Have you seen this happen? I lived it. And the reason is that when our minds and bodies have figured out a way to survive life, it will cling to that solution tooth and nail until it won't work anymore, and then something else better presents itself. However, if you turn the equation around and you take all these little pieces, you take the talking and the therapy, the physical work and the tension release and the postural work, the breathing, the nutrition, the training of perception, piece them all together in a condensed period of time to where the nervous system can't escape, can't adapt, can't sit there and find a way to wiggle its way out and continue to use the same patterns and the same solutions it's always had. Now the nervous system doesn't have anywhere to escape to. It can't adapt, and so it gets confused, and then it finally gives up on its own solution. This is where the momentum of change occurs. This is where what people might call miraculous change occurs, when really it's just the way that I have seen to do this thing. And there may be others. But I have seen decades of trauma, decades of pain, decades of emotion, years and years of struggle with addiction, body image issues, food dependencies, and all kinds of things evaporate or start to crumble so fast that within a short time afterwards, as they continue to practice the things that they've learned, they find that they're living a new life almost by habit, almost by muscle memory, where they don't require willpower to stay up on one leg like they did before. This is the magic of dealing with the entire nervous system at once, and it is the gift that I am desperately trying to give to every person that I interact with, every person who comes to me for help. Because in my life, it changed everything. A man who was addicted for 18 years, a man who was almost divorced, whose wife couldn't handle the way that he was, a man who was so angry sometimes that his 8-year-old kids wished that they weren't alive. That was me. And then I did this. And I figured out how to reproduce it. And now it feels like that old person, it's like it all happened to another body, and I just happen to have access to all the memories, because you don't lose the wisdom. You just lose the pain. This is the magic of being able to run retreats. And this is what we try to offer to everyone.